you guys start working on your second album. And by this time, Wu-Tang really was not the close-knit family that it was before. From what I understand, a lot of people didn't like that double album. A lot of people thought half of it was great, half of it was trash, and people were not really gelling. But the album debuted at #1, went gold his first week, went 4 times platinum, nominated for a Grammy, the biggest Wu-Tang project ever. When I talked to people from the UK, they said that's how the UK got introduced to hip hop, through that second Wu-Tang album. That's what really, set the waves off internationally.
Right.
When you look at that album to this day, do you feel like it's a masterpiece, or do you feel like, I'm glad people like it, but I'm still not digging it?
I'm 50-50 with it, I felt like it was a masterpiece, and then I felt like it wasn't. The reason why I felt like it was a masterpiece, because at that time, it was something different that we brought to the table, far as the collective of Wu-Tang. What doesn't make it a classic to me is the fact that it wasn't 100% of us involved on the creative side like we were with the first one. So, when it wasn't a situation where everybody was putting their input in, automatically it ain't a classic to me no more, because, it's only half of us here talking this shit. And at that time, brothers already had money. Brothers had, American Express cards in their pocket, pulling up in their own little vehicles in their own little world, getting all this love from everybody. It's like, after a while, dudes stop coming to practice. Like practice ain't the shit no more, So making that album was like, it was a little fucking, it was off and on moments in it, far as how we felt about the production, some of the rhymes and all of that. But it still wound up being a great album, but it wasn't a cohesive album. Where we all feeling like, yo, this shit is the hit. But we wound up making it the best we could make it. Because Riz always had this thing about him where it's like, if you don't like something now, he'd be like, don't worry about it. Yo, when you hear it, next time you hear it, it's going to be this. So we like, all right, we seen you try that method once or twice and it worked. So now it's to the point where we trusting you to change some things that you didn't change. And now when it get down to it, you not changing it. And brothers is like, I thought you was going to freak it better. You know what I mean? So now it's like, it's all right. Once you start hearing shit like that in the room and you don't hear, nah, this is it. That's it. That's it right there. You don't hear that no more. It's all right. And at the end of the day, that ain't what the answer you want to hear. So it was a lot of that going on. And then once the final project got composed and all of that, you had a lot of mixed feelings in the room. But that was our second album. So me knowing that that's our second album, I know how important it is to the world, because they like, you did it one time. You did one album. This one got to blow this one out the water. You know what I'm saying? Got to blow it. So for me, I wanted it to be a little bit more powerful than what we gave y'all. But it was a double album. It was dope. To this day, I still give it a 79 on the test. That's just me. I give it a 79.